or he don't like to see other kids cry. So like you cry in front of him, he's literally going to cry. So it's like you're just gonna have your cry, you have your child crying over something he don't even know, or know what they're crying about. They just see mommy crying,
That's true. That's true. So there's a certain age range where that may be more appropriate. Is that what y'all saying? Like, okay, maybe when they get teenagers or something, or should they never see that?
I'll say I feel like never really, because again, my problems are not your problems. I'm your mom. I'm the adult. I can figure it out myself. So I don't need you to come out here feeling like you have to have your guns blazing to take care of me. That's my job to take care of you. It's okay to have, like, you could be a support system. Like, do you need anything? Of course, give me a hug, sit with me and watch TV or do something like that. But I don't need to feel like you have to go out here and fight the world for me. Because then they start taking that responsibility of, okay, I need to sit up there and do this so she can sit up there and feel like this. No, that's not your responsibility to sit up there and do so. Wow. But I have to regulate my own feelings and then make sure that you're mentally okay. Because again, if I'm not mentally okay, how are you going to be mentally okay? Then you always seeing me down or feeling the kind of way all the time. That could definitely affect your mental health as well. Because it's like my mom was like this all the time, so I feel like I'm gonna be like this all the time too. So like, be an uplifting part. Like always be uplifting around them, so that they can sit up there and know, like, even though something is wrong, she always found a way, and she always made a way for something.
That's good. That's good.
Unless you and your teenage child is just having a deep conversation, they're old enough to understand, certain stuff, but not like you put in all of the, the pressure and stuff up on them or whatever. But they'd be like, yeah, mom, what's been wrong? What's been up? You've been looking a little weird or down, like, and then you just, have a deep conversation with your teenage child because they're old enough to understand. And then, things might get emotional, but just like breaking down in front of them without bills and stuff, like, go ahead. Like I made a status on my story on Instagram last night, like, don't silent cries in your bed be needed. So it's like, cry about it, go in the shower, sit in the bathroom, take you a minute. But like at the end of the day, you still have to do mommy duties. You still have to do wife duties. You still have things to do.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good perspective too. What's going on, everybody in TikTok? We got some people joining, but that I love it. I love everything I'm hearing. This is I love where we're going. These are amazing topics too that I'm actually gonna have to make topics for the next cause as well, because I actually want to go even deeper in this. I forget how impactful I want to, but I want to get back to the other questions as well, because I want to make sure I'm hitting those as well. But I mental health in children, that's a big thing, and I want to go there. That's where we're going. I'm like, man, I want to go there, but I'm gonna stay the course right now because I just want to make sure I hit this topic as well. But everything y'all said is relating to everything we're talking about. But I'm just letting y'all know, so when I hop back. But so I heard from Meme, I heard from Terry. Now I want to hear from Marquita and CT in regards to. I want to hear. No running, no trying to go cook. Don't do it. And that is, when it comes to self-harm, when it comes to those aspects, have y'all ever had those type of thoughts? And if so, why? And if not, why not? You don't have to share. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but
not I will. Yes, and yes, I have thought about it and have done it or whatever a couple times. In high school I used to be a cutter or whatever like that. So yeah.
And why? If you don't mind, shedding a little light on, like, why did you get to that point of self-harm?
Well, one, like, who said that? Maybe, like, I was the babysitter, so I didn't really have like an outside high school life. I was always watching a niece or a nephew or nieces and nephews or somebody else's kids. I always had them or whatever like that. And then, like, my mom was a drug addict. And then I also grew up in group homes, foster care, in and out different family members' houses because they wanted the money that you get from it. So all of that stuff. And then I was never, I was never a emotional person. So I literally and then I was always like the bullied one because I was always like the heavier one out of my other siblings and stuff like that. So I always got like the emotional, physical abuse or stuff like that. So yeah.
Wow. That and again, you told us some of this, of course, but it's always a refreshment when I hear this. And so you're pretty much saying that all of that pretty much led to you, like you said, being a cutter and having all these other aspects of mental
Yeah,
health.
like not having no relief, and I like I told you, I used to write poetry when I was in grammar school, but it wasn't really nothing that I really, it wasn't a passion. It was just something that I was doing or
Yeah.
whatever. So it was really like no outlet. So like for me not to spaz out on y'all, where can I release the pain at? And it was just like, just be a cutter.
Wow. So you were suffering in silence. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I kind of suck at talking about my emotions and stuff like that. And to this day, I still do, but I work on it.
Nah, you gotten way better. Since the moment we started this group, you've gotten way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotten way better. Like you've gotten way better. It's amazing. Let me hop over to CT. We haven't heard from her in a minute, so I wanna ask you the same question. And again, you don't have to share if you don't want to, CT. But I definitely I definitely want to know too, in regards to you, have you ever had thoughts of self-harm? And if so, why? And if not, why? Or have you ever attempted? And if you don't mind sharing with us why not?
My sort of self-harm is a little bit different
Mm,
than the cutting and all of that. Mine was food. So being feeling like I didn't have control over my own life.
yeah.
If food was the one thing that I could control. So
Mm,
used to being able to go 3-4 days, without eating because it was something that I was in control of.
mm,
Which now that I'm an adult, my body I have pretty much self-taught my body,
mhm.
so again, now I have to be mindful of like, okay, you have to eat
You have to
something.
eat. Yeah.
You have to eat something. But I've never, because of course I came in the generation, kind of kids are seen, not heard.
Mhm,
Um, Talking about your emotions is disrespectful. If you say, hey, like, I don't agree with that
mhm,
because this is how I feel.
mhm.
Um, Therapy and my family removing people in my life who I did have out of spite and jealousy because I wasn't close with my parents.
Mhm.
So my big thing that I kind of view that I did in self-harm for myself was trying to gain control, and I controlled it through my food. So
Mm. Wow. Wow.
not eat.
So so you so you in a sense, not eating was a form of expression of self-control. I mean of control of something.
Yep.
Having control. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Wow. And again, I'm assuming that led to an eating disorder.
Yeah.
ED. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Again, that's something too that I think a lot of people don't talk about. How and again, you can in a sense develop a toxic outlet from anything, right? From cutting, eating, like literally food. No one would probably think that that's something you can, oh, food, but yeah, you have to eat. Like it's like yeah, you actually have
So
to.
it's just like it's either a lot of the people like it's two things, right? Food is either gonna help regulate it, where food brings to a lot of people it's happiness, right? So if they're sad,
Mhm.
then that's why over with food
That's
some
me.
people just have like, yeah, like it's an emotional satisfaction. It's something that's instantly gratifying. So if we're sad, we're going to eat. If we're happy, we're going to eat. Like,
Very.
so
Mhm.
for me
Yeah,
it's
I
just
said me.
like, so for me, like if I get so under stressed, and I don't feel like I'm in control of my own life, for some reason my brain is like, oh, remove the food.
Wow.
Like that is something that you have control over,
Okay.
so yeah, so food, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm never, thankfully, very blessed, I never got to the extent where it was hospitalization and all of
yeah.
that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So there are deeper extents than mine, but mine
Yeah.
is food. So
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this. This is so.
That was a very different perspective because I never.
Mhm.
That's interesting. Really,
Yeah.
that's all I get to say to that. Is like that's very interesting to know. Like, so now I understand like what some people get like bulimia and stuff from, or
Exactly.
anorexia and stuff like that from. So like I get that part completely now. So that opened my eyes to something different and to understand better, because I always figure out like what's the point of like what did you get
Mhm.
from that? And I
Mhm.
didn't want to be like insensitive and then ask like
Mhm.
what does that do for you, or like how
Mhm.
does that help you cope with something else, because like I don't want to be ignorant to it and
Mhm.
like make it trigger something else. And now it's like I don't want to feel like I'm judging you by asking you why you're doing it, because I'm a curious person. So it's like I don't ask to be offensive. I'm asking because I want to be aware and to know like, is there anything else I could possibly help you with as well?
Mhm.
And I have found within like the the eating disorder with that community, the people who are within that, I guess we should say that a lot of it does have more to do. It doesn't have to do with the fear of getting big. It doesn't have the fear of that. A lot of it is they do come from mentally, physically, even sexually abused homes. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So there's more. A lot of the times there is more of an underlining issue than just I don't want to get beat big,
Mhm.
which then within all of this now I have understanding, and for me my life, I have now understand that even when I do start to get to like a healthy weight where I'm supposed to be, now for me I also have body dysmorphia, you know what I mean, where
Yeah.
it's just like,
Mhm.
whoa,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a belly there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh my
Mhm.
goodness, you look so healthy, and I'm like, oh my god, no I don't, but it so like me just relearning like now to be in a healthy place, from going from a mentally and emotionally abusive home, then going from that to a mentally, emotionally, physically abusive relationship. Then when I left that, back to the mental and the emotionally abusive home for 2 years. And now this is like the first year and a half where I'm free. You
Let's
know what I mean?
go. Let's
Where
go.
I'm
it's
so
just where,
happy and proud of
thank
you.
you so much. I'm gonna cry, like
Yes. Yes.
Don't cry, 'cause I'm gonna cry. Please don't do that.
Mm.
We on the internet.
I'm not a crier
I'm gonna cry,
either.
baby.
Like I'm not gonna.
look, look,
But like
and
just
if you
having
cry,
the
I'm gonna cry, and then
understanding,
now,
just like having the understanding of like where I was to where I am,
huh?
and then just trying, just
Yeah.
that sense of like just freedom of like I at the age of my old age of 33, just being like, holy shit, you know.
Young. Yeah.
Now,
You're a
Girl,
baby.
be
You're a
quiet.
baby.
Talk about some at
She
the old age of
she's
33.
a
Girl,
baby.
go ahead.
Right. Like, come on. Come on. Hmm. That's that's
You feel old because now.
My daughter said I looked 40 today, and then she came and made like they had the Father's Day tie, but it was
yeah.
so she had to call my dad because they had to cross off dad for her and put grandpa, and she was like FaceTiming with my dad because they
Mhm.
have an awesome relationship. And the question was, how old is your grandpa? And she was like 20, and then she looks at me and she goes, hey, I don't know why grandpa's 20 and you look like you're 40. And I was like, oh, thanks,
That is
child.
messed up. Nah. Nah.
Always the kids. It be your own kids at that. Because first of all,
Nah.
why she put in your face like that?
It's like, oh, thank you.
I love it, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. Again, thank you for being transparent with that as well, because it brought a perspective I think most people do not consider, myself included. You do not consider the aspect of someone restricting or even indulging in food, right? Because you have the other side, indulging in food or in any other aspect, or element of life that can, in a sense, cause you harm. But to us, or to the person on the outside looking in, it's like, oh, it's just food. What is that? It's just food. I love that. I think that was an amazing perspective. Marquita, you too. Just the aspect of you sharing and showcasing the struggles in life as a kid and then how you suffered in silence. I mean, just again, tragic, but also a very beautiful analysis that you can look back and actually, understand where all of that was rooted from. I think that's a big part of healing. And I think that that's a really cool, gift or ability to have, to be able to assess yourself, to know why you yourself were going through what you were going through as a child. This is amazing. Let me see, a few more questions. I think I have one more question for all of you, and that is, what would you recommend to someone that is battling self-harm right now? What would be one thing you recommend? And maybe I want to hear from you first, because you've been quiet now, so we're gonna loop back around. What would be one? Exactly. No hiding, Meme. Come on, Meme. There she is. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. So you being somebody that stated that you have had those thoughts, what would be one thing you would recommend to someone right now, right? Like, I'm sure there's probably someone right now that's either listening on TikTok or they're going to see this video, and let's say that they're getting ready, they're preparing to end it all. What would be that one thing you would recommend to them right now?
For me, something that really helped me was start blocking people, like people that, that bring that out in, start blocking them, and like start writing stuff down. That helps. And then also, I've been going to the gym, so like every single time I feel like I'm depressed or whatever, or I'm getting to that point, I just go to the gym and start throwing weights around.
Yeah.
Try to figure out like what you like, what you don't like, and whenever you get into that point, try to do it. I guess that will help. That will definitely help. And then also like talk to somebody. If you're like me and you don't like people and you don't like talking to people and you don't trust anybody, start writing it down. Yeah. So
That's good.
voice notes.
Yeah. Voice notes. Ooh.
Talk to yourself. Or find somebody like Trey.
That's always an option. Trust me. Right. I mean, but the thing is, the only thing I kind of fear about like talking to me is that I get so many messages that sometimes I may be kind of slow at getting back. Like, and I would never want that. So that's why I do groups. That's why, like, the person that hit me up the other day that I told you all about, CT, I was telling them about someone that hit me up in the DM, and they hit me up in the DMs and were pretty much like they're about to end it. I pretty much wanted to help. I wanted to be of assistance, but then at the same time, I was like in a spot to where I couldn't be, so I threw them all in a group. And so I'll do that. So if you do need help from me, hit me up, and if I can't, I'll just throw you in a group.
Yeah, you can talk to me. You can come talk to me.
There you go. All right, Terry, I'm gonna throw him your way. All right,
go ahead.
Trey got a million groups.
Right. If exercise, come to Trey.
Right, exercise. Right.
Want to watch anime?
Come to Trey.
You want to read some poetry?
Come to Trey. Right.
I was gonna top on one of your poetry lives one time.
No, do not do it.
Don't play so much. I ain't gonna lie.
No, please come. Wait, you write poetry?
No, I play too. No, I do. I used to.
Do it.
Wait, why not? No, come on, Terry, come on.
She gonna come with the roses are red.
She said, "Wait."
That's all she got for you. Roses are red.
Nah, we don't need all that. Nah, we need some real poetry.
That's something.
We need real
poetry. My poetry ain't good enough. I'm playing. But no, I used to write for real. For real. Like grammar school or some high school, but then I had just stopped doing it. Why? Can't tell you that. I just stopped doing it. So
come on,
hearing other people poetry and like whatever they going through or whatever, it'd be nice to sit up there and hear. Maybe inspire me to start writing again.
Okay. Well, come on. You are definitely welcome. CT, you too. If there's any other, any of my other groups that you also want to join into, man, come on. Just ask. All you have to do is ask. I'll still set the Facebook group up for you too, CT. We'll handle that as well because I want to get you in there. We chat a lot in the community.
That's on Facebook, girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. We got another member. And Marquita again, she gonna make you feel warm and welcome already. It's like for sure. But this
okay,
is
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
I gotta go. I gotta do my run before I go to work. So
I understand. Absolutely. Get it in because again, that helps with the mental health as well.
yeah.
Have fun, enjoy.
It was nice meeting you, CT.
Hey.
I hope you have a good night.
Too. I'll follow you on TikTok.
Hey.
Okay, yes.
I love it. I'm gonna put us all in a group too. So maybe you'll be able to get everybody. I'm gonna put us all.
Don't forget about me this time.
Oh, I'm not. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right, be safe.
Bye.
Bye. All right, dope. This is so dope. This is why I do what I do. I mean, I love this. I love the connects. I love the authenticity that comes with this stuff. Okay, so Mamie answered that. So now we heading over to Terry. In regards to self-harm, if someone was right now, they were about to end it all, they're getting ready to just do what they do. What would be the advice, that one advice or maybe 2-3 advice that you would give them to help them?
What would I say? But would you really be able to give advice if you never went through it? I feel like I still could because it's not necessarily about necessarily unaliving. It's like basically what you're going through. So I feel like I've been through enough stuff to at least put to give a different perspective about or how to go about, not necessarily I completely understand where you're coming from. I partially do because I went through this part of this that you're going through, but not necessarily this part of it. So I feel like I could probably still give a little advice, not a wholehearted full force something, but at least something that could sit up there and help you, even though I haven't been through that. So I feel like more so reassuring your feelings and reassuring how they feel can sit up there and can help them a lot as well. Or being actually, again, like I said earlier, listening to be able to really understand instead of listening to talk and to respond back.
Okay.
Because everybody always needs someone to just really just hear them out and not really too much say anything. So like I said earlier too, go back to a later day to make sure you have a better way of saying something to somebody because you don't know if it's going to tip them off or trigger something bigger for them.
CT was saying that in TikTok too. I read your message. Yeah, listening. Sometimes they just need to be heard. Yeah. That's good. That's a big one. I need to make sure I take notes on that. You're right. Yeah. Listen. You're right. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, Terry. Marquita, come on in here, and then we heading over to CT before we close out. But come on, Marquita. Come on. There you go. Look, Sunday school. Come on.
My advice will be
come on
to write. Just write it out. Even if you gotta write it so you can go back and read it to see what you was going to do on certain days, or write it and you gotta rip it up and throw it away once you finish just to let it out.
Wow.
Or voice notes. It's coming from somebody that literally keeps everything to themselves. But I told you I'm big on writing and reading and stuff like that. So just write it out and think about it. Write about it, especially if you feel like you ain't got nobody you can talk to about it or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And it's not always easy for people to pick going to therapy or pick going to counseling.
So if you feel like you can't do that, then the other alternative is writing it out, whether it's you throwing it away or you keeping it for later.
That's good. That's good. Write it
When
out.
you said right, it just popped in my head from The Color Purple when she was breaking apart and she was like, right. Okay, I'm playing. Okay, but no, for real, that was nice though. I like what you said, but that it just instantly popped in my head like,
Yeah.
going and writing it out.
I actually forgot about that. I
I
forgot about that scene.
That's probably my problem too. Like I play too much. Like
No,
I take stuff serious,
that's
but like it's like
that's a beautiful side of you. That's a beautiful side. Yeah.
And I got so much dark humor, it's ridiculous. And I think that's the trauma as well.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Trust me. I got people around me who are just like that. I know. I didn't have people joke about a funeral. Like I done been at a funeral and they're like,
don't sit next to me.
That's you? Funeral. That's you?
Don't sit next to me in no funeral. Don't sit next to me in no job interview. Just don't sit next to me because I'm gonna have something to say about something. I'm gonna have something to say about something because somebody wig gonna be leaning, somebody's shoes gonna be balled up, something is gonna be happening in these spaces, and I'm gonna say something. And if it ain't me, because Quita trying to act like she don't say nothing, because she'll kick it off. And then here I go, take off right behind it. Because now, what you want to play in this place? We finna go ahead.
Marquita, what?
Yeah, we both comedians in here. Thought it was a funeral.
I plead the fifth.
I believe it. I believe it too. I do.
What, Trey? I showed you nothing but innocence.
All y'all in here. CT, she said she the same way. Look, all y'all seem like y'all. I knew it.
I am innocent. She is lying on me, Trey.
I don't believe it.
I plead the fifth. Trey, I am your innocent Quita, as always.
Nah. I can see Quita saying something about somebody's wig. I can see it. I can see it.
Well, Trey say I'm bold. Then you met Terry, and then I met May. So I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you the mild one out of all of them. Yeah, you definitely mild.
Thank you. Terry never believes that. She's worse than me.
Yeah, Terry. Terry's both. Yeah.
She's worse than me. Yeah. He said I'm mild between you and May.
Mild, for sure.
I think you're not in no more, I don't think.
Yeah, she dropped out. Mm-hmm.
It booted you out. I'm still. It's probably doing you what it just did to me. Mm-hmm. My Wi-Fi is stupid. We're both in the same house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, CT laughing.
Oh, CT, we forgot to say that part.
I know, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Nah, they had us cracking up.
She's literally to the left of me.
Yeah, we were cracking up when we first learned about that. Like they were cooking, standing right behind each other on Zoom. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we literally been best friends since high school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so amazing.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Keep that going. It's hard.
He said between you, May, and me, I'm the mild one, and I said exactly. Terry never believes that she's worse than me.
Yeah. Nah, Terry and May, they hot.
Yeah, they hot.
Hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm like barbecue sauce with a little bit of tang. You know,
you got a little tang. Yeah, a little tang.
But yeah, just write it out. Write it out. If you got somebody you can talk to, or at least there's one person you can talk to, go ahead and do it. And when you write in, don't write with like a house full of people, the music playing, like other people music playing. Like if it's a nice day, go find a tree, go find a park, go sit by the lakefront or whatever like that. And you listen to your own music, like have your headphones in, but don't try to get your frustrations out in a house full of noise. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to focus.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good. Man, I just, again, I know people will benefit from this, and I just can't wait for them to hear it. CT, I didn't forget about you. Please let us know what you would do, from someone else who has experienced it and had those experiences. What What advice would you give someone?
My first one would be, are we doing a tea time? Meaning if I ask somebody, do you want to do a tea time? That means, are you going to release all your steam and you just want me to sit back and listen?
Wow.
Because I can do that. I want
Mm.
if you just want me to sit here and you just need me to listen and you don't want me to say a word and you don't want any advice, then that's what I'm going to do. If they want to be like, no, I think I need help, then my first thing is going to be, what were you doing? What were you watching? What were you listening to? So then we can help you become aware of your triggers.
That's good.
Because I think that is the most important thing, especially when we come from trauma and all of that, is learning. Did you look at a photo? Because that's all part of trauma, right? The mute certain songs can do it, smells can do it, photos, movies, like what were you doing? What was your thought in that moment in time? So we can start working on that.
Wow.
And then I'm very big on grounding yourself again, meaning and when I say that, it's your vision, hearing, smell, taste, and touch.
Wow.
Those are very, very important. So like vision, like focus let's try to focus on something that's beautiful. So you have like a photo. Can you go outside? Is there scenic for you to be at? Hearing. So like May said, like listening to like your favorite song. Like what is that one song? Smells. Finding something that you love to smell and it just smells good. Taste for some people. But when I say taste, because of course that correlates with food, put like something that is your favorite, but eating it slow and being mindful while you're eating it, just like trying to find like the enjoyment out of that again. And then touch. I'm gonna say so many other feeling or like stroking something that's like comforting, like dressing down into like something that's comfortable, wrapping yourself in a blanket. I feel like all of this is like part of trying to remove yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, that's deep. Like CT, that's like CT, you be throwing out perspectives that I think is pretty rare. Like it's like, yeah, that's actually, to think of it in that way. That's very unique. All of y'all threw out some really dope perspectives. I mean, it's just been, this call has been filled, from the moment I press, go live on TikTok to the moment I hit record on the Zoom. Like this entire call has just been amazing. It's testament to what topics like this can do. CT came in from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like she came in from TikTok. Like she hit me up on IG. I sent her the link. Like this is what topics like this, and this is what sitting down and actually just talking. Let's just talk is my brand, and that's the whole idea behind it. Let's just talk. Like that's sometimes what's needed, and a lot of people don't do it. So, CT, Marquita, May, Terry, like carry these conversations with other people outside of this Zoom call. Make sure that you're talking and having those conversations with people, because you never know who you might save. You just never know. You never know. So as we wrap it up, again, this was an amazing call for the people on TikTok. Again, I hope that you all enjoyed this as well. But I enjoyed this for sure. Again, having our special unexpected guest CT from TikTok. This is like, I would say this is the second time this happened. So you're the second person in terms of someone that jumps in from a live. So again, thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we will want you on the next one. Please come on next time.
Join the Facebook group. And Trey, I forgot to tell you that when I start back to writing my book, that the mental health trauma parts of the podcast is I'm gonna use some information from. So I'm gonna have to send it your way.
Let's go. Absolutely. I mean, again, if there's any way I can help, let me know. you know.
Yeah, my book is about trauma, and we touched on a lot of trauma and stuff today. So I'm pretty sure I'll use this some way.
Exactly. Again, Marquita, she's a pillar to the mental health group on Facebook. She's been one of the first that was in it, and again, she has truly just helped build it from where it was to where it is now. Marquita, you remember we had no members.
Yep.
And look at us now. It's constantly growing. So thank y'all so much. Just for the topic, for your time. I hope that again, this conversation can give y'all peace as y'all sleep tonight, or even whatever it is y'all may go throughout the week. But just remember what we said, what we talked about. Remember the reason why you should live, the loved ones, or if you have faith, or if something outside of yourself, or even just you yourself, realizing your own worth. You're worthy to be alive. And so this was dope. I'm not going to take any more of you all's time, but in TikTok, thank you all for listening. If you stayed on this long as well, make sure that you like, share the video, subscribe, go to my channel. I'll be uploading a full video on Let's Just Talk Trey is the YouTube channel. So subscribe to that. Also, if you want to join our groups, either the public or private group, you can click the link in my bio in TikTok or IG, or hit me up, or whatever you want to do in regards to that as well. But I do want to, before we leave, let everybody say what they have to say as well. So CT, Marquita, if you have any last words before we close out, the floor is yours.
I'm here.
Oh, Terry. Okay, Terry, you too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were. I'm sorry.
She got my other earpiece on.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're sharing headphones.
Oh, I can't hear. We can only hear you. Like, I can only hear you, Marquita, in terms of the clarity.
Oh, because she was setting the other enemy.
I said the Zoom kicked me out. It was sick of me, I guess.
She said, what she say?
She said the Zoom kicked her out. It was sick of her.
Oh, nah, I wasn't sick of you. Nah, no, look.
Talking to the mic. She about to say what she got. If you got any last words?
Any last words? Come on, yeah.
Talking to my ear, honey bun.
Peace and hair grease.
She ignorant.
Love, peace, and hair grease. I love it. I love that. Hey,
she play too much.
Love, peace, and hair grease. I love. Hey, that is a dope combination. Let's go. Terry, I love you, Terry. Oh man, I love it. Marquita, CT, anything I have to say?
Reach out. My inbox is open. Reach out to somebody. If you can't reach out, write it out.
Oh, with the poetry. If you can't reach out, write it out. I love it.
Or you can go to the gym and maybe the boxing bag could be your friend, or the battle ropes.
I love it. That's good. I love it. CT, come on, bring us on home. Anything you have to say?
Man, I don't know if I really have. Just love yourself, Make sure you guys are pouring into yourself. Understand. I'll leave with this. Understand that all emotions are fleeting. They all come and they go. So even though you may be sad in this one moment, within the next 5 minutes, you could be happy.
Come on.
It's all fleeting. They all come and go.
Love it. Man, hey, this was so dope. Like, man, this is amazing. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
I love y'all. I love each and every last one of y'all. This is why I do what I do. Because I
you ain't got no choice.
I ain't got no choice. Exactly. I ain't got like, dang. Okay, nah. Nah, but I love it. The love is real. Make sure y'all have a good night. Hug the family for me. To everyone, all the family. I said hello, and I hope to see y'all back on next time. Sounds good.
Peace out. Yep.
Sounds good. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Check your inbox, Trey.
I sure will. Bye.
Bye.